President Donald Trump openly admitted that he couldn't care less about, extremists on the right wing when he was asked by Fox and Friends co-host Ainsley Earhart about how to fix the country. How to fix the country and stop radical extremists from both sides.
What do we do about our country with that? Because we have radicals on the right as well. We have radicals on the left. People are watching all of these videos and cheering. Some people are cheering that Charlie was killed. How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right oftentimes are radical because they don't want to see crime. They don't want to see crime.
Worried about the border.
They're saying, we don't want these people coming in. We don't want you burning our shopping centers. We don't want you shooting our people in the middle of the street. The radicals on the left are the problem. And they're vicious, and they're horrible, and they're politically savvy. Although they want men and women sports, they want transgender for everyone, they want open borders.
Okay, hold on. Transgender for everybody. Where was that? Where was that? Okay, no, it's a complete and utter lie. Look, I couldn't care less. Oh, I couldn't care less about fixing, right-wing radicals. You know why? Because the right-wing radicals, well, they're radical for a reason, and so I actually agree with them. Oh, okay. So you're defending right-wing extremism and then demonizing the left. Wonderful. This is what the president of the United States is doing. Okay. Well, they want open borders. The worst thing to ever happen to this country. No, I would say that we were looking at the worst thing to happen to this country. At least lately. Okay. What does it mean? Transgender for everyone. I have no idea. Okay. Nobody has any idea. Nobody. But look, here's the thing. Are some people cheering on the death of Charlie Kirk? Yeah. Some people are on social media. That's true. I don't necessarily agree with that. Of course, small group of people. There are others that are just like, I don't have any empathy for him or what happened. All right. That said, the majority of people on the left have openly denounced this political violence. But you don't see that much on the right wing. At least I haven't been. Melissa Hortman, for example, was killed by a MAGA supporter and had a list of 45 Democrats that they were targeting. And so, but, you don't really hear a whole lot about that. I mean, Trump said, oh, yeah, no, I will denounce that, but then refused to call Governor Tim Walz. Okay, so, why would I want to talk to him? Because he's the governor of a state where there's a tragedy, a politically motivated murder. You're not going to call him? Nope. And look, Trump is also lowering the flag to half-mast, okay, for Charlie Kirk. Didn't do so for Melissa Hortman, sorry. And it didn't mention her or her husband. And worst of all, he is defending right-wing extremists. Oh, they only care about our country. Really? Look, his response, though, shouldn't be a surprise. All right? Shouldn't be. I mean, he did pardon the Capitol rioters. And he stood by accused murderers, Kyle Rittenhouse and Daniel Penny. In fact, pretty much every right-wing person that has attacked another person, he has came out to either defend or just hasn't really talked about it. He also previously defended attendees of the 2021 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, which was organized by neo-Nazis, and then had blamed the violence that had happened on the left. But again, it is not the left that is violent. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, between 1975 and September of 2025, individuals motivated by right-wing ideology like white supremacy, incels, anti-abortion beliefs, they committed 391 murders It's according to the right-wing Cato Institute. Yeah. Comparatively, people motivated by left-wing ideology were responsible for about 65 deaths. And look, there was another shooting in Colorado where a 16-year-old that was motivated by anti-Semitic and white supremacist social media content had allegedly shot 2 of his classmates. So, I mean, that's right-wing right there, motivated by right-wing ideologies. Okay? So, I don't know, it seems like to me that Donald Trump pretty much wants an all-out war on his political enemies and is giving far-right radicals the go-ahead to do more violence. And it's not like they haven't already done violence. Look, we are living in currently a very dangerous time in history. And I fear that it's only going to get worse. And so all I can say is, buckle up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.